A quick thing, just before this video starts, I'm about to hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm over the moon. I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway thing going on over on my Instagram. So if you want to get involved with that, my Instagram should be down here somewhere and also down in the link in the description. Make sure you follow me over there. I will give you all the information and the details on that soon. Thank you, and back to the normal video. Previously, I filmed and reviewed two of the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions ceramic products, that being the ceramic polish and wax and then the ceramic spray coating. Now, it's been about, I would say, 4, maybe even 5 weeks since I've applied these to the car, the last being the spray coating. They also make 3 maintenance products. I was going to make an individual video for each one of those products, but I've decided that we're going to tackle the maintenance all together. So the 3 products we're looking at today are the ceramic wash and wax, the ceramic wet wax, and the ceramic 3-in-1 detailer. Let's go and find out how the ceramic coating has held up and what kind of impact the maintenance products can have on it. So let's go over them individually very quickly, and the order I showed you them is probably the order I would use them in. So we start with the ceramic wash and wax. So it is a ceramic infused shampoo. This comes, and I think the sizes may be ever so slightly different because this is a US bottle they sent me. This comes in a 1.42 litre bottle. I believe the UK gets a 1.4 litre bottle, so close enough. And the idea with this is you add some of this into your wash bucket, and just like a wash and wax, it will help to add protection to help clean your car, but also add protection as you go along, rather than possibly negatively impacting any protection products you have there. Being that it is the same hybrid line here, it is designed to be fully compatible with the polish and the spray coating. And what they state on here is add 3 fluid ounces into a bucket of water and top off. Well, add it into a bucket and top off with a gallon of water. Now, that's my first issue right there, is 3 fluid ounces is nearly 90 milliliters for 1 gallon of water. That 1 gallon, this is a US bottle, so that would be a US gallon. And a US gallon, I believe, actually I've got one here. This happens to be from Meguiar's, but a US gallon, here we go, right there, says, what does it say? 3.79 litres. That's not enough water for me to wash with, realistically. I'm not saying I can't wash with 3.8 litres of water, but realistically I like to use around about 10 litres of water in my bucket. So if we're going with that dilution ratio, this is 3 fluid ounces to a gallon, so we're talking what, 3.78, so we're talking at least double the amount. So if that's nearly 90 mil for a gallon, I'm going to say that's about 200 mil I'm going to want, roughly, I'm guesstimating here, but about 200 milliliters of shampoo into a 10 litre bucket of water. That's a lot of shampoo. I would not normally use that. I mean, even 100 mil of shampoo, in my opinion, is quite a lot. You're not going to get much out of it. So, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it comes in a big bottle. But keep that in mind, that's £18 for that bottle of shampoo. It's not going to give loads and loads of washes, so that there's something there at least. You take from that what you will. But we're going to be trying that in the bucket. Then, obviously, if you are, perhaps you are using this shampoo, but perhaps you're not. They have the wet wax, and the idea with the wet wax here is that this is one you can spray onto a wet car. So if you've already used the ceramic shampoo, you'll have a little bit of added protection there. and then you can spray over the top with this while it's wet, and as you dry the car you're adding extra protection. If you don't use the ceramic shampoo and you use a regular normal wash shampoo, a regular pH neutral one, it won't add anything to the paint. It might take a little bit off, but you're going to be adding to it with this. I do like the idea of wet waxes because it means that you are you're drying your car, which is good. You don't want water spots to appear, and then you're also adding a little bit of protection as you go along. That's a nice thing, so we'll give that a try. This is only 2 sprays per panel, so it doesn't need a lot. That's a nice idea. And then finally, the 3-in-1 ceramic detailer. Now this one is a little bit different. This one would be used, ideally, you could use this in place of the wet wax. Essentially, if you wash your car with or without the ceramic shampoo, it's up to you, and then you dry your car, going around the car with this, again, does it say how many? No, it doesn't mention how many sprays, but again, it's a little bit different because this one can also be used as a waterless wash, so there's that to keep in mind, but it is a detailing spray, so you're probably going to get away with a couple of sprays per panel after you have washed and dried your car, and this will help add some shine, make sure there's no streaks or anything appearing on the car because it is a detailing spray and it's ceramic infused, so you will be adding to the protection that you've already applied. It will also be interesting to see how all of these products work, not only on a part of my car which has already been treated with the polish and the spray coating, or one of each, but also how it behaves, how each of these behave on parts of the car which have had no protection on them whatsoever. Alright, so we've got the bonnet here, and like I say, it hasn't had a good proper wash. I did give it a quick once over with a light pH neutral snow foam last weekend, just to see how the protection was holding up, and I'll be honest, it didn't look great. Obviously the car has had done many miles in the winter weather since last doing the car, but I'll show you what the water is like, what the water behavior is like right now. So that is before having a wash, so it's just had maybe a couple of 100 miles of winter grime here so far. You can see the protection is still doing something. It is sheeting the water, although obviously not as much as it did originally when I had applied the coating on. The instant results were very fantastic, very good, very nice, very fantastic. It's close enough. So you can here you can see it is still repelling water. Let's go over to the wing here, because this wing had the coating applied without any preparation at all. Let's get you in just a bit closer there so you can see the water behavior here as we get onto it. Oops, there we go. So that is repelling water, not too badly there. It was interesting that that worked so well considering there was no prior preparation there. You can see it does flood quickly, but then it starts to repel and it starts to sheet. So there is still protection going on there. It'll be very interesting to see how the rest of the car behaves. So what I'm going to do is I will wash the car, or at least I will wash the bonnet and the wing with the ceramic shampoo, because they've been pre-applied. This wing has not had anything applied to it. You see it's pretty much holding on to water. There's a little bit of sheeting going on, but that's old. So here's the wet wax, and for the towel I'm just using a basic Costco Kirkland microfiber to pick up the water and to spread the wax around. 2 sprays per panel is what this says on the back. Shake it well, 2 sprays per panel, dry and shine at the same time with a clean microfiber drying towel. It says drying towel. Oh, I'm going to use a normal microfiber towel. We'll see how it goes. Also use the 3-in-1 detailer and the ceramic wash and wax to maintain it. Yep, okay, that's fine. No other warnings there. So give this a good shake. Open up the nozzle. There we go, ready to go. And let's spray, well, 2 sprays per panel. This is a bigger panel, this is a bonnet. I think I'm going to go with 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that is enough. Oh, I can smell it though, I can smell the mango stuff. Okay, so that's mostly dry. Let me just flip it to the dry side. I'm not even going to switch towels. I'm just going to go to the dry half of the towel and use that to remove the rest where possible. Okay, still some water on there. Let me grab another towel. This one is a dedicated drying towel, but I'm just going to use it to remove the final bits of water from the panel. Okay, well, I don't know, it kind of leaves a few streaks, but yeah, they quickly evaporate off, so there's nothing left on the panel there now. So yeah, that was fine. That's an easy way of drying the panel off. I say that was a larger panel with 3 sprays on the panel. I could have maybe done with a 4th spray. Again, it just depends on the size of the panels you're working on. What's going to be interesting now is to try it on the wing here, which has had no protection at all. It's just been washed. So we'll see what the water behavior is like with that after applying it here. So let me move the camera. So that's the wing. I will re-wet it properly and then we'll apply the ceramic wet wax. Two sprays, and you can actually see the water behavior there. You can see the surface tension is breaking up there. So let's just use the drying towel this time. That's nice, nothing wrong with that at all. Wipe off the water from there. Let's have a look at the water behavior with the bonnet now and the wing having had the wet wax applied. Okay, so the bonnet. You can definitely see there is a much better performance there of the water. Throwing down a large sheet of water. It's still sheets, but it seems to come off faster. There's also still beading. Look at the beads there. So there's definite beading going on there, but good water repellency too. Now let's have a look at the wing here. So this has only been washed and then wet waxed. You can see that has worked really quite well. Very quick sheeting, very quick water repellency. It beads quite nicely. So that's worked really well just on a bare panel with no protection. Nice quick beading, excellent. Right. Now, what we need to do is to test the quick detailer on this door. I will dry it first, as it is a dry application product rather than a wet application. So let me grab my towel, dry that off, and then we'll test the detailer. Okay, so I have dried that door, that window there, and also the wing mirror and half the windscreen. Now, according to this, the instructions are more like it was a waterless wash. They're talking about it encapsulating dirt and helping to wipe it away. But I'm using it as a detailing spray because we've dried the panel. Now we want to just make it look shiny and glossy and top up some water repellency if we can. So all it says is 1 panel at a time, but not how many sprays. Give it a good shake. But it can be used on on all non-porous exterior surfaces, including glass and wheels. That's nice. That's definitely what we're going to be using it with there. So give it a good shake and let's go. Alright, so that was actually very easy to apply. It did feel a little sticky when going on, but that reminds me of Sonac's BSD, which is kind of a sticky feeling product, but when buffing off it started to go quite slick. So there's nice shine and gloss there, and yeah, it wasn't too difficult to use actually. It was relatively okay. It felt like most regular what do you call them, detailing sprays. That's how I'm using it. I'm not using it as a waterless wash here, just as a detailing spray. So let's have a look at the water behavior. So just a quick reminder, this bonnet had been originally polished, then coated with the spray coating, then it's been washed with the ceramic wash, which I'll be testing in a minute back there on that door, and now it's also been coated with the ceramic wet wax. So nicer water repellency there, better sheeting, which is good. We like sheeting. Then this wing had just the wet wax. You get an idea there. Comes off nice and quickly. Now over here, this is the ceramic 3-in-1 detailer. You saw that panel before, it was hanging on to water. Right now, it's not. It really is getting rid of that water quite quickly. I'm trying to throw loads of water on it and it's just falling off. Let's have a look at the glass here. Comes off quickly. Let's have a look at the windscreen. Over on that side, the right side, that already had the remnants of an old coating on it. And over here with the detailer, looks pretty similar. You can see it sheeting off there, so there is some protection going on right there. Is it the same? Let's have a look. Which one sheets faster? Well, actually the newer detailing spray seems to sheet a little faster, but that's not surprising, it's just fresh. But there you go, we've definitely got some improvement in the water repellency, and it was nice to use. Now, this door here is going to be washed with the ceramic shampoo with no other protection, so let me just re-wet it. You can see some of the overspray and some of the over application there from the detailing spray. When I was buffing it around, you can see some of it is attached to the front of this rear door, but you can see the rest of the door is hanging on to the water. So that's just holding on to it. The glass though, that's pretty much holding on to whatever was applied to it before. So let's grab the shampoo now and see how this behaves after having a quick shampoo over. Okay, so we've got the ceramic shampoo still in here, and let's do this one-handed. It does feel very slick, I'll give it that much. It does feel like a slick shampoo. Okay, now let me grab the hose and we'll rinse this off and see how the water behavior is now. So, right, so the glass looks, yeah, pretty much the same. Here you can see there's some sheeting starting to happen. Here on the door there is sheeting beginning. It's going slowly, but it is doing something. So this panel had nothing on it, no coating, no other protection, no other waxes or anything. Everything was removed from the panel, and you can see it is repelling the water. Slowly, but it's doing it. The lower half there, yep, that is repelling slowly too. So the shampoo is definitely doing something, there's no doubt about it. Is it as good as the rest? No. But would they all work together? Very possibly. But you can see there now, that panel is mostly dry, there's only a little bit left there. So even as a wash and wax, it's actually not bad. There is a decent amount of protection in there. I don't think I've ever used a wash and wax, rinsed it off, and then seen this amount of water repellency. So I'm actually quite impressed with that. Alright, so that's the testing finished. The shampoo was the first to use. It is a decent enough shampoo. It gave a bit of boost to the existing protection I had. You could see that it also gave protection to a part of the car that had no protection on it. So it worked well there. So it definitely does add some protection. However, the dilution ratios, in my opinion, do let it down. 3 fluid ounces, that's nearly 90 ml to 3.79 litres of water. That's not great, to be honest. There are many shampoos out there nowadays. Autoglim's Bodywork Shampoo Conditioner, nearly forgot the name of it there. That shampoo only needs 20 ml. You'll get 25 washes out of a bottle. It costs less than this. It's a smaller bottle. And it still provides a water repellent finish. Does that mean it's better than this? Well, it's better value for money. This did repel water quicker than pretty much any other wash and wax I've used. So there is that. If that's the kind of thing you're after, you will get some from that. If you've got your ceramic coating already on there, this will top up the protection. So that's something to keep in mind, but I still probably wouldn't use it. If I'm going to want to add protection or boost protection, I'd rather apply protection directly to the paint rather than have a wash and wax. I'm generally not a fan of wash and waxes. Wet waxes, on the other hand, I am a fan of. I already have Autoglim's Rapid Aqua Wax there. Same idea. Spray onto a wet car, use one towel to apply the wax and pick up most of the water, and then a second towel to buff off and remove any of the remaining wax. I love the idea of wet waxes because at the end of the wash, you spray this on, you are applying product and you are drying your car at the same time, meaning you're getting rid of water spots and smears and anything left over from the wash process, and you're leaving it nice and dry, which is great, and you've applied protection at the same time. So that's one of the things they say here, is that it will save time, because that's exactly what it does. You're drying and waxing all in one go, and I do like that idea. I'm looking for convenient products which still work well. That did work very well, actually. We saw it was definitely applying protection to protected and unprotected paint. So this can be used absolutely on its own without any of the other products at all, and you'll still get some good protection there. If you want that kind of ceramic ability, then a ceramic wet wax is actually a good product. Now, the 3-in-1 detailer markets itself more as a cleaning detailer, like a waterless wash. Now, I like that idea to an extent, because it's nice to have the ability to cleanse paint. You're not just spraying something on to make it look shiny and glossy. You have that cleaning ability, and that's what this has. So that is actually nice. That's more akin to a traditional proper detailing spray. Generally, detailing sprays are all about cleaning your paint and leaving it clean and shiny, helping you to remove smudges and smears and whatever you missed from the wash process. So you can use this as a cleanser, but you can use it on a washed, dried paint, and you will get the added boost of the protection from here, the hydrophobic and SiO2 polymers designed to boost the beading. That's exactly what this does. So, do I believe the whole scratch-free cleaning on all surfaces? I don't have much faith in a waterless wash. I have plenty water. I am not struggling for water. So I don't think I would ever choose to use a waterless wash. But as a detailing spray designed to clean your paint as well as adding protection, you know, on an already clean car, that's actually a good idea. This is also a very good product. Is it worth £18? If it was around about £15, it might not be so bad. It's just a little bit on the higher end of detailing spray prices. Overall, as maintenance products goes, they all work, but I would probably ignore the shampoo, personally, unless you really like washing waxes. But I would say pick up either one of these two products. I don't think you need both, but it could be handy to have both. They are good products. I like the wet wax a lot. I like the detailer. They also smell really good. I smelt that lovely mango-y, whatever it is, tropical scent while I was doing everything, including washing the car. So they all smell good. And as a system, it's nice to have these products designed to work with the polish and the spray coating as well. So I'm sorry if this is a bit of a long-winded review, but I have to kind of tell you as much as I can in one video. Anyway, that's all there is for the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions ceramic range. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring the notification bell so you don't miss my next video uploads. In the meantime, I've been Specky. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.